Hi there, my name is Deathygam, and today we're playing Factorio. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. When we last left off, we were starting to get our little copper situation cooking here, and so we've got a fair amount of the blueprint needed that we're just to at least lay out where all the train tracks are going to go. We're going to have to do a little bit of something here to curve over in this direction, but other than that, it should be pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to start laying down some of the necessary stuff, mainly power lines. So let's start thinking about where I want to try to sort of take them along the center of the track, kind of. So we're going to kind of do this. And then, actually, you know what? Since if we're going to do that, why don't we start thinking about how we're actually going to do that. It's so hard. This seems like as good a time as any, I suppose. How we're going to do this. So it's about... Nope. Oh, I can kind of see it. Okay. Hold on. Let's actually go from this direction now. There we go. Oh gosh. So hard. Like that. There we go. Awesome. Don't need these. Relax now. There we go. Okay, cool. Yep, just a little, just to get us there. Okay, and then how are we gonna do this? Does this seem good? That does not seem good. There. That feels good. That feels like, well, actually, maybe not. I'm trying to make it feel like it's around the same. That feels too thin, that feels too thick, but I think the too thin feels a little bit more correct. Like that, I think. Yeah, I think that feels a little bit more right. I don't know if that's, I don't know, quote unquote mathematically right, but that don't matter. That doesn't matter. Okay, the more I use the whole little shift thing, the more I kind of like it. Does a pretty good job of like following where I need it to follow. Okay, anyway, that more or less, that covers what I needed to do, because I really just wanted to make sure I was sending these power lines more or less where, more or less where I needed them to go, which is like the center point of the track. I know I could just hold the button down, but I want to make sure that these go in specific places, especially as we get down here. Cool. I love it. Put there just so that it doesn't cut too much. I don't want it to cut across like corners too drastically. I just think it looks a little unintentional. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm feeling this. Nope, not feeling that. Oh gosh. As you're trying to build at the same time, at least for me, up as I'm going here just does not seem like it should be slow down. You know? Like I'm driving and like I feel like I'm walking more or less, and then I'm like, oh no, I need to go back up, so I'll press up and then it'll just start going faster. Like that. And then I get so confused. Okay. Anyway, this should just be able to go. We'll go. I'd love it to be straight, but at the same time, I need some room for my belts. So this is gonna instead go like that. Okay, cool, awesome. All right, so we got power more or less down here. We're gonna have to actually start running some train lines. We're gonna need another, now I'm doing it the other way. Now I was trying to move the character like I moved the car. We're also gonna need a, oh, I did it already. Well, look at me, being all smart. I was gonna need another one of these, so the train could turn around. Because it's gonna need to turn around. So, theoretically, I won't need this. So like, I could just put the track that I actually need down and save myself some trouble, but I should, oh my God, that was awful. Oh, it's gonna do it one at a time, no. But I should probably have all the track down there as well, geez, as much as we need it to be, so that, or much as we will eventually have it. Just stay straight, please. Okay, there we go. So that we know where everything is, and we know that everything's lining up correctly. You know, we know that it looks a little funky when, you know, the track isn't done. Oh, should I put my little circle doodad too? Just because I think it looks kind of cool, this stupid thing. Just because it looks cool? Should I add it to a blueprint? Let's take those out. Those aren't part of it. And save that. It's dumb, right? They're so dumb. Whoa. Crazy. Okay. Well, I didn't really want that there anyway. Now we can make this straight. Oh, maybe. Come on, don't hurt yourself. It's gonna be okay. See, I know you can do it. You're showing me you can do it. See, you could do that. I know the power line's in the way. We've both got to contend with that fact. But I know you can do it. There we go. Oh, there it is. We got there in the end. Okay. Stupid little baseball. I don't know. Hey, sometimes a train, you know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe sometimes they'll want to turn around right here in the middle of the track for no reason. And we will give them that opportunity. All right. Let's get this thing up and running. We got some power. We'll go ahead and put these guys down here. Just because we know we're gonna need them anyhow. And then we can go ahead and might as well just use these, honestly. And then what we're gonna do is essentially here, just along like this. So those all get powered, and then the next couple will also get powered. So let's go ahead and do that. Cool. And then belts. Go ahead and go a little farther, because why not? Sweet. Okay. I have a fair bit more drillers. Might as well use all the ones I have. Do I have enough to make this even remotely even? Oh, I never have enough for another row at least. Oh, I don't. It's 8. I thought it was 6. I can't count. Ah, I only need one more. Yay, one more. Okay. And then we'll need another power pole. So these can go there. Oh, beans. I was like trying to make sure I had plenty of stuff as I started today's episode, and clearly didn't think about it long enough. Okay, anyway, those are cooking. Oh, you're not cooking. Why aren't you cooking? Because I forgot one there. That will do for now. Okay, so we're gonna have to bring coal in currently. So I'm going to just sort of, well, let's go ahead and do it more or less correctly. This doesn't actually matter though, because this is for the two things coming in at the same time. So that's for something like steel. But since all we're going to be doing is bringing in coal, let me look at what's my coal train doing right now. So it's currently bringing coal into on the front car. So why don't we just go ahead and just assume that we're going to be doing the same thing. We'll just use the front car. And we'll just bring the coal in on that from that same track, because now that we have that train passing through this intersection, it'll be pretty trivial to add the necessary... Oh no, I've done this somewhat wrong, but that's to be expected. I'll tweak it a little bit in a minute. I didn't even think about the fact that I'm trying to enforce right side. Is there a word for that? Not right hand rule. Right side driving? I don't know, whatever. Everyone's gonna be driving on the right, so it coming in from the other direction should come in on this track, and then it can come along like that and go down as it needs to go and drop off coal here. But anyway, regardless, we're going to be doing that. So let me get some actual train or actual track put down. I'm still in map view. Cool. And then we'll get a stop that's somewhat designed around that. So that's where that's going to go. And then this is where this is going to go. Here and there. All right, lovely. So let's get this. We kind of have to do this, the coal kind of first before we do too much of anything, because I cannot believe how few of those I have. Because before we have coal, we're not really going to be able to do very much with this thing at all. All right, so let me... No. Surely not. There we go. Okay, let's run this line at least. This sort of quote-unquote through, like through traffic kind of line. The middle row. So that theoretically our train can get down there. Then we'll have to loop it back up and everything, but let's at least get this somewhat started here. Could bring the car, I suppose. That might have made this go a little faster, but I'm so bad at driving, building and driving at the same time that I don't know if it would have. Whoa, it let me do that? That doesn't seem right at all. A lot of this doesn't seem right. I guess I have my guys. Oh, right, I forgot. For some reason they don't, because those guys aren't really deconstructing robots. They're not really industrial robots. They don't really want to destroy trees if they're marked to be deleted. Which I guess makes sense. Okay, so this guy is gonna go up like this, come around like this, and then it's gonna come from this direction. And then we're gonna have to what I'll do is just basically this. like that. And then we'll signal it in such a way that it can only basically go that way. And then what I'll do is I'll actually take, since it's already here. Whoa, mouse, easy. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna do basically just this, and then just get rid of this. And that should be pretty much exactly what I need. A little signaling, and it'll force it to go one way or the other. But it doesn't super matter in this case yet. Obviously, we'll probably have trains coming up and down this stretch here, and so how they go through or around this little intersection will probably end up being important. But right now, it's pretty much just this train and how it's going to get from coal to where it needs to go. So this will allow it to go straight, and it will allow it to go down. Currently, oh, well, we will need it to go up as well, I suppose. So let's go ahead and do this whole circle. That way it can go in any direction it wants. Is that done? I think that's done. So now as it comes up, it can either go to the right to go get more coal, or it can go to the left to deliver coal to the iron factory. Currently, it will not, that won't be a thing it will be able to decide for itself, but so I could theoretically design it to not matter, because it won't matter currently. But eventually, again, as I said, I'd like to try to create some intelligence when it comes to these trains, if that's possible. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, let's get this cooking. This will at least take care of the coal. More or less. Obviously, there's just still a little bit more we'll have to do, but oh, and I am quickly running out of track. Eating through more than half the track I had when I started. And then this is just going to be a straight shot down this way, because currently... Is that how I decided to have that? That can't be right. That can't be what I ended up with, is it? No. I guess. I don't know how much I hate this, but I think it's a lot. I think it might be a lot, and I think I might just get rid of it altogether right now, because, yeah, I think it's bad, and I think it's pointless, and I think it's aggressive and terrible. Anyway, we will pretend that never happened. And it's just not necessary. It looks kind of cool, but honestly, I think it's just so stupid. And I don't think there's ever a situation in which that's actually going to become, like, important or relevant. It's never going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I had those little turnarounds in the middle of the track, even though they don't make a lick of sense. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. All right, we won't make nothing because we have no more things. Okay, yep. Time to take a little trip. So, okay, more or less down functions. The train sort of can get down here. There's not enough signals to really make that happen at the moment, but there is only currently one train, and I think I'm going to go ahead and make use of it as it is one as one train for now. So we pretty much don't need signals right this moment, because this coal train does not interfere with the other tracks at all currently. So I could just avoid signaling it altogether right now, and I probably will. And then... How are you doing? That's still got coal, apparently. What is happening here? Somehow I lost alt. Okay, we got a little steel, a little other junk that I don't need. How are you doing here? Not bad, I'll take them. And then I will grab... Basically just need plates. We'll probably need some more rail. Let's see what we got in here. 2, 4, 6. Okay, cool. I will take that. 300 iron. I don't think I need a ton more drillers at the moment. I think I'm fairly happy with the drillers that I have. What else will I need? I'll certainly need a few boxies. We've got 300 belts. That should be fine. Let me grab a few more belts. Probably will be fine for what I'm trying to do right now, which is just pretty short run, to be honest, but we'll grab a chunk, and then that should be plenty. Make sure we have plenty of these. Wow, we're already out of iron plates. That's the end of that. We'll just go ahead and take them from here. Awesome. All right, let's roll. That should keep us going for a minute anyway. So, let's see. We definitely have to put more track down before we can really, truly bring the train around, because if we can't get back, there's no real point in bringing it over. So, let's complete that loop. So, getting down there, no problem. Again, since there's only one train, it doesn't really need signals or anything at the moment. And yeah, then we'll just run that track around from the little stations and then through the little loop to the south, and then bring it back up. And that should basically make it so that we could bring the coal train down here as needed. So let's just cap these off. I'm just gonna loop it all the way around just in case we want to use it for anything else. But then this should loop it around. Okay, cool. So that should basically be that. That should allow our coal train. And what we'll do now is change its rules. So instead of only waiting for an empty cargo, we're also going to add a time passed. So we're going to give it maybe 45 seconds. And then we're going to send it back to the Monster Raving Loony Party to wait for full cargo, or we'll give it 60 seconds there as well. Make sure it's the same on across both things. And then this, we want it to go to M. Hockenberry. Lovely. And there it's going to wait for empty cargo or 45 seconds. Neat. All right. That should do it. That should basically send it round. So now it's going to go back to Tyler Hummel now. But once it's done, it should then go back to Monster Raving Loony Party. And then when it's done with that, it should then come down here to the copper area. All right, this is obviously not non-functional at the moment. But let's get some stuff ready to roll here. And then belt-wise, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do yet. But basically I think we'll just do this sort of same sort of thing here. Just because of this just needs to go in, be relatively even-ish. It doesn't matter a ton for me. So that will go there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Awesome. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and combine all of these belts down to 2. Just because 2 is all I need at the particular moment. We can unseparate, or we can unjoin them at some point if we want to. If we then suddenly need 4 belts instead of 2 belts, but cool. All right, there we go. And so now we're gonna do a little. Actually, I guess I do need 4 belts. Yeah. All right, we'll bring all 4 belts. That's fine. We could we could have done it and then unbalanced it or undone it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm gonna use one of these here just to sort of make sure that everything's sort of good to go. Woo! Forgot I was on the map. So we'll do that. We'll try to sort of just, keep it balanced. Keep it all going smoothly-ish. All right, that's basically ready to rock, ready to go, because the train should be coming at some point, and those will all just start doing their thing. So we're gonna have coal on this belt in just a minute. And now we just have to basically build this. I guess it isn't built. Didn't really think about the fact that it wasn't built. But yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna I think we're gonna send copper up, essentially. Mouse is acting funky. Don't need those for now. We'll keep them just with the where they can be reached by a inserter. So that's good. Let's get these. So quickly you can throw off the blueprint if you're not careful, but whoa, I actually sort of don't have a ton of these. I think I have enough. 48, I think is how many I need. So yeah, I should have enough, but woo. I had hundreds before. It's weird to suddenly not have hundreds of inserters. Okay, there's that. Boop. Should get some more of those little builder guys. Power poles. A few more than that. Power. Boop. And then we will run this. How? Here? So, cool. All right, power, good. Coal is coming in. Oh, but of course, only from the first track. I'm a dummy. I totally forgot that I wasn't using two cars. So we don't need this. We don't even need these. I'll just leave them there. Who cares? We'll take care of it later. All right, let's real quick just see if we can't get this thing up and running so that we can start getting copper. We'll bring this around like that and this around like that. Have a little bit more space here. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna have to do a little bit of funkiness at some point here with some crossovers. Cool. Okay. Let's see. So we will do this and this and this. We're gonna need 3. So this can go there. This can cross under like that. This. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. That, and then that can go under like that. There we go. Lovely. Okay, let's just get these down real quick. I'm really glad I grabbed more belts, eh? That would not have been enough. I was like, I'm not gonna need that many. Who needs? It's just one little copper thing. I don't need 800 belts. I think I had 300 before I grabbed more. And now I've used like 600. There we go. Okay. That is it's out of coal, and we're probably gonna need to move things along a little bit, probably by getting another train. Having only one train service these 2 stations is probably a little it's not enough. It's not gonna be enough. But for now, it's functional. It can get coal in and out of the station, and it can get it into the little smelter thingy and all that fun stuff. So this is basically working. We've got copper plates. They don't go anywhere yet, so we're gonna have to get them over here into a train and think about where they can go onto the next part of their journey, which is probably gonna be making inserters. So yeah, awesome. I'm pretty happy with that. So I think that's gonna do it for this episode. When I come back with more Factorio, we will continue this process along. We'll connect these belts up to the output here, so we can actually start sending these off to somewhere else, and we'll probably get more trains along this coal production line, just because, you know, one's not cutting it. It's probably too far of a distance. It's cool. It's got to travel too far, and it's got to do it it just can't do it frequently enough to make sense, you know? So let's see. Hopefully it's leaving empty, though. I don't think it is. I think we're gonna wait for longer. I think we're gonna wait for 60 at both of these places, because I think that makes more sense. Because we want to make sure. I want to make sure they basically leave empty. You know, I don't want them to wait around too long if the chests are full for one reason or another. That doesn't seem realistic. But if for some reason the chest ever ends up being full, I don't want them to stay there forever. So I do want a time limit, but interesting. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you always get this sort of lopsided belt when they get inserted like that, but not the end of the world. Okay, so 60 seconds is almost up. Interesting that it had that many. I'm curious to see how that works itself out. I guess just because if that's how many it had when I set this all up, then theoretically, if it's been 60 seconds here and 60 seconds at the drop-off location, ooh, I liked how that worked. Then theoretically, it should essentially drop off as much coal as it picks up. But I don't know. Maybe it just had a little extra coal, and there's not much we can do about that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you again, and I hope you have an incredible day. Okay, bye!
Thank you again for watching the video. If you'd like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. I'd also very much love to hear from you down in the comments below.